Recently, I've been in a bit of a Fnaf fan game craze, trying to find the games capable of dethroning the top dogs from the main line of games, which to no one's surprise has been pretty difficult to do so. Most fan games to me contain the similar problems to what Fnaf 1 had. They're too repetitive, slow, and even a bit boring. All of these three terms, however, simply do not apply to a fan game, which many of you probably have never even heard about. A game that I really do think is one of the best fan games. Return to Bloody Nights, created by Kazowski, is a fan game that takes place during the era of Fredbear's Family Diners, a whole decade before the events of FNAF 2, which is something that I'm quite a big fan about. We know quite a lot from most of the locations, with the big exception being, of course, the FNAF 4 location. We don't really know much, to be honest, which is surprising considering how important it is to the story. So having a full-fledged game here, even though it's just a fan game, it's honestly really fun. And well, I gotta say right here, I love the menu in this game. It just feels so well done. Like a spotless bedroom with no clothes thrown around. It just looks so nice. Night 1 reveals a bit of the plot twist. William Left and Henry Emily are pretty good friends, each having their own restaurants, with good old William over here being the owner of Fredbear's. Now in the first night we got some context that Henry is a bit worried about the restaurant of his good friend, which, yeah, sure, it's a valid concern, especially to why, which we find out later. We're dropped into night 1 with this beautiful, and I mean beautiful, game system. You have the door to your left and to your right, which both can be closed, but watch out, close them for too long and the power generator will overheat. What will happen? We will find out soon enough. To see if there's an animatronic there, use your flashlight. You also need to check on your back, because in night 2 you'll find out that there lies the puppet. So make sure to flash a light on his face to get him back into place. Now, night 1 is pretty uneventful. You can check the cameras to see what perhaps is the most beautiful FNAF game ever, with the exception of Joy of Creation, of course. I mean, just look at this. They move! So anyway, night 1 is pretty uneventful, so we're finished here. However, before the night ends, you need to check up on Fredbear with this ghost detector. Nothing happens, so you're caught all night. We move on to the second night, where we again have some context, with Henry being very worried about William's restaurant and even offering some help, which William, of course, being the Sigma male he is, refuses. The phone guy during the nights gives some context to why Henry may be worried, which are the Springlock suits, which look to have claimed already some victims. Nothing much happens during the night. So again, we end the shift with no worries. We again checked up on one of the animatronics, with this time it being Spring Bonnie, and just like Fredbear, nothing happens. So once again, we decide to call it a night. On night 3, however, we again have the conversation between Henry and William, which is Henry again being worried, and William's response once again just being... Now, night 3, nothing much happens, except that this Golden Freddy looking motherfucker shows up, and also the difficulty just decides to skyrocket tenfold, and of course, as a result, the game just decided to spike in difficulty out of nowhere. This is bullshit. I died. For the first time. Now you'd think that the next time I played this would be very easy to get past, but no. I kept dying again and again, but finally after about 25 minutes I finally managed to win. And how did I react? Yes! Oh! Yeah! Suck my balls, you little bitch. And remember, this is only night 3. We again checked this. Who the fuck are you? Now, I would be lying if I said that the next few nights were easier, because night 4 was about the same, except now we have this Spring Bonnie with teeth, which looks ugly, is all I can say. And just like night 3, it was a pain in the ass to deal with. But, once again, I managed to complete it. But let me tell you, the worst FNAF experience I've ever had was the night 5 in this game, because, let me tell you, it was not fun. And unlike the other nights, I'm not going to show you like a few moments of anything, because it was a pain in the ass. So, for your sakes, how about I just show you the sped up process instead? Let's make it or break it. Make it or break it. Come on. It's all or nothing. All or nothing. Come on. Now, after this whole thing, we get the whole, like, missing children's incident, all that, blah blah blah. And then the game ends really, like, anticlimactically, which is a bit sad considering the quality of the game. But there's still a Saturday and Sunday, which I could do if, you know, this video potentially reaches, who knows, 20-30 likes. If you guys get it to that level, then maybe I'll make myself suffer by playing those modes. But otherwise, yeah, no, this is a very good game. For a Fnaf fan game, I honestly have to say this is a 3 out of 5 or even a 4 out of 5 of how fun it is. Now, of course, there is the whole aspect of the difficulty just out of nowhere skyrocketing, which, I mean, I welcome, but like, there is a certain level where difficulty no longer equals fun, which this game doesn't seem to know. Maybe I was playing it the wrong way, maybe I wasn't, but at the end of the day, this game is pretty good. And before I go, how about I just warn you all that I have a Discord server, so if you want to join it, click it on that link below, okay? But anyway, see y'all next time.